Hi, I'm breaking the end of year video into two parts because I realize it's better on me and my laptop. It's just the same as the other videos though, talking about the Act series and either remember them fondly or in hatred. The only difference is to change it to a 5-point rating system because 10 is way too much. Spoilers for some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, by the way, but other than that, let's get to it.
There may be one or two pauses where I have to catch my breath. Of course, that's to expect even from the best runner.
Sports manga is already hard to get a fan base. The appeal is the sport, but you stay for the characters. But that doesn't mean the sport isn't important. I feel like Ekiden Bros failed in both. A long distance run series sound like something that can be pretty fun to read, and I bet that there are some pretty good ones already, but Ekiden Bros doesn't make it fun. It tries to balance both the sport and the characters, but it fails in doing both. I didn't care about a single character, and during the big climactic moment in the finale, I felt nothing. 2 out of 5. Maybe check it out if you have an hour or two to waste. So Gonron Egg is part of the last batch being released for 2025, and honestly, I have faith in it. The art is pretty amateur, but the story is kind of interesting. Humanity is enslaved by demons, and it is up to this boy and his egg to save it. I think it has the potential to do pretty good. It just all comes down to how the mangaka, Tanisaki, goes through with the story. It won't be everyone's cup of tea, but for those who get hooked, they will love it. Can't really say much on it because it's brand new, but I hope it comes out good. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, and he had to do me like, hey, this man just, I don't want to do this no.
Just like the previous entry, Hero Girl and Demon Lord Call It Quits is one of the 3 last series introduced in the final batch of 2025. It revolves around a high school girl who is going up against the Demon Lord. They both realize that they don't want to be doing this, so they both call it quits on the spot. So now, the two of them are living together. The hero wanting to be a normal high school girl and the Demon Lord who enjoys otaku culture. It's a lot of fun just from the first few chapters, and I can see it lasting a long time. The only issue on my mind is that there isn't any story that I can see being told here. It makes for a really fun one-shot, but as an actual story, I don't have any idea where this can go. I will keep reading it though, and I recommend checking it out. 3 out of 5. So only a year after the original run of JJK ended, we got its sequel, Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. Set several decades after the first one, humanity meets aliens named the Sumerians, who can use cursed energy and have come to Earth. Following the grandchildren of both Yuta and Maki, alongside the Sumerians Marulu and Cross, they try to find a way for both species to coexist. This sequel still has the fighting aspect from the original, but it took a step back to showcase more of Gege's writing skills. It's way more political, and there are some who are not enjoying that, but so far I love it. Gege has always had a talent in writing characters that you can immediately fall in love with, but he was definitely held back from the drawing and heavy scheduling from the original series. Now that they are partnered with Iwasaki, I can definitely see them showing their true talents. 4 out of 5. Definitely keep an eye on it.
She's so fine, she done pissing me off. How are you that fine?
Something definitely happened to Kaedegami behind the scenes. It had beautiful art, great character design, and an interesting story. There were so many things going for it, and it felt like it had staying power in the magazine. But then randomly, out of nowhere, during the climax of an arc, it suddenly ended. I was so shocked to see that announcement saying it was ending in 1 chapter. I still recommend you check it out and see what I mean by how shocked I was. It felt like the mangaka, Harukawa, didn't know until we saw it get announced as well. See people saying that they saw it coming because it was flopping on the table of contents, but it's still so odd to see. 3 out of 5. Fun to read, but man, it could have been something more.
And the memories bring back your...
I won't forget you, buddy.
So after 2 years, Kill Blue has officially come to an end. I still feel pretty mixed about this series. I had a lot of fun, but those few ending chapters were weird. The series is already extremely weird, but the story arc Norin has kind of comes out of nowhere. Well, it makes sense, but it feels weird, if that makes sense. The most shocking part of this is that when the announcement of it ending happened, they immediately announced an anime adaptation. I don't know how readers in Japan feel, but it must have been pretty popular if it's getting an anime. It was a fun ride, weird as hell, but fun. 3 out of 10. I will be watching the anime. I loved Ping Pong Peril. I didn't think it was going to last at all in the magazine. It was too weird for people to enjoy, but it was so much fun to read weekly. I haven't looked forward to reading a new series like this in a while. You can see the passion and love for manga with every chapter. It's so absurd, and that final arc really showcased how insane this series is. I wish it stayed in the magazine, but I guess it was too much for the Jump readers. 4 out of 5. Please read it. I don't even want to talk about anything that goes on because you just need to experience it. You will not regret it.
You're now listening to 102.3.
Someone Hertz has a cute name, cute character interactions, but it's kind of weak. I love romance manga, and I think the premise is really cute. 2 teenagers falling in love with each other through their love for comedy radio shows. Seems like something fun. But as a Westerner, the jokes are hard to understand sometimes. It's because the jokes are references to Japanese things that I don't have knowledge of, which kind of sucks because it's the reason why references as jokes are not liked by many people. You go in for the jokes, but come out confused. I still recommend it. Again, it's really cute, but sadly, I don't think it's going to last. 3 out of 5, hit or miss series, so check it out for yourself. Super Psychic Policeman Chojo was so good. You can tell the editors regret cancelling it for Nice Person. This is also going to be like the pseudo section for Nice Person because these two are kind of intertwined with each other. Chojo didn't end when Nice Person started, but you can tell it was meant to replace them. Can't really have 2 comedy mangas so closely related to the police, so I get why they did it. But Chojo was leagues better. It had actual comedy and fun characters. Not like Nice Person where the joke was just its existence. It's even worse that Nice Person immediately got cancelled in 19 chapters, only for Chojo to win the next manga award alongside getting an anime announced. Hopefully, the anime can go past the source material because man, I really miss this series in Jump. 5 out of 5. It definitely has flaws, but it was so good. Definitely check it out. Please do. Sid Craft, Love is a Mystery had potential to be a fun series, but that type of storytelling has sadly died off as the years passed. There were arcs that I enjoyed, like the ship arc mystery, but other than that, the mangaka Tsutsui was trying too hard to get people to like the girls. I liked them, they were cute and funny, but you can tell how desperate he was because the 1800s setting slowly started breaking apart as more modern stuff was appearing in the story. Honestly, a 2 out of 5. There's better stuff to read that's around 30 chapters out there. The Mage Next Door is looking to be pretty fun from what has been out so far. It reminds me of Mashal, a mage who is extremely powerful but has used his gift to make his life much easier. I can see it trying to tell a serious story with a character who just doesn't care, just like Mashal, which isn't a bad thing. While there is no confirmation on it, it was definitely inspired, and I think that's awesome. I've been reading Mashal and it's a lot of fun, but we just have to see what the mangaka, Nabe, ends up doing with the story. Overall, 4 out of 5. Definitely recommend. And that's it for part 1. I decided to split the end of year video into 2. The Axe plus New series in the magazine for part 1, and then the current ongoing series in part 2. This is mainly because the end of year videos tend to take me a lot of time to make, so I wanted to split them up. Also because at the start of the new year, I'm going to go visit Japan, so I will be busy getting everything ready for that trip and not able to focus on a 15+ minute video. Part 2 will come only after my uni semester is done. But for now, I'm Rard Emo, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in part 2.
I stand at the end of my days. For 60 years I have walked this earth, but now sickness consumes me.